Hey, what's up guys? Hazardous Gaming here, and I am back today with some more simple planes. Now, yesterday, this is probably gonna go on like really kind of late at night. Sorry about that. Some of you probably will see it at like a normal time. I don't know. Some of you might not. I think a bunch of you guys are from like further west than I am. So, yeah. I didn't record yesterday because I just got my braces off yesterday and I wasn't feeling too great. Like my head hurt. And, yeah. So if I talk funny, it's because I have a retainer in. It's also because I am in a car right now. And I also, am not using a microphone. So, yeah. I'm actually going to take this retainer out. There. That's better. Much better. Much better. So, yeah. Anyway, right now what we have today is, I believe, if I can see what it's called. I hope I'm not going to butcher this name. It is called the Ayachi, dang it, Sadie. The Ayachi B7A1 Ryusei. I don't know if I'm, like, completely ruining its name or anything. I honestly don't know. Oh well. I hope I am saying it correctly, but if I'm not, feel free to let me know. And I'll try and not pronounce it that way ever again. As you can see, this is a torpedo bomber. These torpedoes are not mods. These were new additions to the game about a month ago. So, like, it used to be a mod. It was actually a beta test thing. Like, it started off as mod, and then it became a beta test. And then I actually got a hold of that beta test like a week before the game actually released this update. But these are torpedoes. The Ayachi I'm just gonna call it the Ayachi. It was also nicknamed the Shooting Star, I believe. So I might actually just call it that. It was a torpedo bomber, as you can see. It has the torpedoes. It's pretty lightly armed machine gun wise. I believe this is actually the correct number of machine guns. Actually, now that I think of it, clear my throat for a second, excuse me. Now that I think of it, I want to say I think most Japanese fighters at the time, like these, only had one gun each wing. Because the Zero, it might have had more, but from what I can tell, I think it might have only had two. Maybe. I don't have any of the real-life specifications on this. I know some of you actually like to see it. This plane was actually from World War II. As you could probably see, seeing as they kind of stopped using the red sun after that. And I hope that this doesn't offend anybody, because I know that the I know that the World War II flag from Japan, Imperial Japan, the Rising Sun flag, I know that is like considered like really offensive to a lot of Japanese people. It's kind of like the swastika is really offensive to a lot of German people. I hope this doesn't offend anybody. If it does offend you in any way, please let me know, because I am planning on doing a Japanese Zero some point in the future, and if it does offend people, then I'm probably gonna not do that. But I just want to put that out there, because I don't want to really offend anybody here. Sorry if I do. I sincerely apologize. That is not the goal. Anyway, it's got a pretty decent looking cockpit. It's got the historical cockpit with has some extra stuff on there. I believe this is actually a fuselage. Yeah. And then another cockpit with a fuselage parts over it. Or is that another sleek cockpit? No, that's a fuselage. It's got the World War II propeller engines and whatnot, and yeah. So let's go test it out. One thing I like about this plane is it is fairly maneuverable for only being a propeller plane. So, elevators check. Flaps check. Oh, it's a torpedo. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh well. Elevators check. Rudder check. Okay, we are a go. Weapons hot. Let's fly. If you guys hear the audio through the microphone, I don't know if you will or not. You might. Oh, we're off the ground because I have the speaker on right now. So I don't know if you guys can hear the audio right now to like a really horrible version of the audio. I honestly don't know. You might not even be able to hear any of the commentary that I'm saying. I honestly have no clue. So we got our, anyway, we got our 2 machine guns flying away. Although it is kind of unstable to a certain degree because it shakes a little bit when you're like turning and whatnot. I was actually doing I kind of broke the plane a little bit earlier, but I was like flying and I was doing some like really tough maneuvers with this thing, and I accidentally hit the water and it broke the edges of the wings off. Like the 2 side parts, like where the joint is, you can see like a little bit of a joint there, and then it divides into another part. Like I kind of broke that part off on both sides, and it started like spazzing out and going crazy and like just died. It like exploded in midair because it was like flipping all over the place. So we got 3 torpedoes are gonna come in for a run on the tiny. Just gonna have to align properly, and maybe I was practicing with this earlier today. We might be able to score all 3 torpedoes because I don't believe I was able to do that. We might actually have to come around for another run. Yeah, I think we might. A little. Yeah, well. And drop 1. Drop 2. And drop 3. Okay, 1 hit. Ah, oh, no, it's gonna miss. Oh, we missed 2. Oh well. We'll just dump the rest of it down. Now, I believe 3 of them, it's not enough to completely and utterly destroy the tiny. However, it is enough to start the sinking process. I want to say 1 might have actually been enough. Now see, look, I just died like straight at the ground, at the water, and pulled up really quickly. That's pretty maneuverable, if you ask me. Okay, I wasn't paying attention there. My dog's eating a napkin. Give me that. Ow! Let's restart that. Maybe this time we'll be able to get all 3 hits. Hopefully. Okay, so weapons hot. Color on. Guns check. And we are off the ground. Let me know what you guys think of this idea. I have an idea of possibly starting a pilot series where we specifically try and play the role of a pilot And we go through like disasters, we activate like the dynamic weather events and whatnot, and maybe even the wind stuff, and we try and do like, we try and act like a pilot. And we fly like a different plane each week. We do only first person, and we try and do like different kind of missions and stuff as this. So like if we were to do like a passenger jet, then maybe we'd take off from Jaeger over at Krakatoa, and maybe try and land at Wright Isles, but there's like some sort of, okay, torpedo 1, torpedo 2, and torpedo 3. Going up. Chase view. Oh, one of them's just barely hit it. Okay, I'm gonna attempt. See this. Oh, we got all 3 hits. Yes. And it has been completely and utterly destroyed, Kamikaze. Oh, whoa. See what I mean, guys? In any normal plane, I would not have been able to do that. That was insane. Threat neutralized. We have neutralized the threat on our airport, so yes, return to base. You're down. That was probably kind of too early. Yeah, I'm gonna actually try and fly out this way a little bit. I can't see. There should be a line. You're down. I'm gonna attempt to land this. Okay, I hear whatever the heck that crazy noise is. I don't know what it is. It sounds like parts hitting each other and bumping each other and sounding like they're about to explode. I don't know what it is, nor do I really want to know what it is, because I'm sure it would probably freak me out and I would probably end up making the plane explode. Okay, we might be a little bit too high. Huh. Let me just pull back a little bit. And this is not going to be a perfect landing, I can tell you that much. Even if we do stick it, it is not going to be perfect on the runway. Straight down the middle. Oh, pull up. I won't be surprised if we land somewhere in the grass. Oh, air brakes. Oh, oh no! What in the world? Well then, we are somewhat stuck. This may or may not be a problem. And we cannot start our propeller up. Okay. So that is that part of the video done. We proved that we can, in fact, hit something. Now, can we do it while under fire? That is the question. Where is it? Should be in here somewhere. Probably in combat missions. World War II torpedo bomber. Yes. Yes. We cannot use jet engines or missiles in this, so we can only use bombs, propeller engines, and torpedoes, I believe. And we can't use... I don't think we can use rockets either. However, they kind of did have those during World War II. It was at the very end of World War II is when they started developing rockets. Like very small rockets that were not very accurate whatsoever. Oh, they're already shooting at us. That was flak. I actually, the way I beat this mission is I actually crashed my plane into it. and managed to destroy it before, like, quickly enough where it didn't, like, before I got critical damage on myself. Oh, that was close. That was... The closer we get to this, the more likely it is that it will start to hit us. Oh man. Okay. Drop the torpedo. Drop 1. Drop 2. Drop 3. Okay, if this continues, I'm just gonna kamikaze this. Oh! Oh no, we missed! No, flip over! Flip over! Flip over! Where is it? Where is it? Flip over! Ah! Dang! Oh no! No! Where's my torpedoes? Where's my torpedoes? Aw, they missed by so much. Yeah, they missed by a lot. Dang. Okay, let's try that again. Weapons hot. Gear up. I wish this was like all the other missions where it would set your gear up for you. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go really high in the air. I'm gonna see if I can dive bomb this dude with torpedoes. Yeah, because that sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, wow. How far is this guy able to shoot? Oh, we're actually stalling. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, we're actually stalling. That is not good at all. Oh, dear, please don't lose speed. Stop losing speed. There we go, we're regaining some of it. I forgot, these engines can stall. Unlike the physics of the other engines where it's like almost impossible for them to stall. For some weird reason. Hopefully we're not gonna... Oh, they're still shooting at us, how? Oh, wow. How are those able to shoot that far up? I did not know that was possible to shoot this far up. Okay. So now we have to turn this way. We need to gain a lot of speed here. We're gonna have to go down at a very steep angle if we want to pull this off. Okay. So we should be at quite a... Whoa! Yes, I am. Yes. Whoa! That was like a direct hit. They must have hit the torpedo. Because that should not have blown me up like that. Gear up, weapons hot. Driving down. Okay, I'm actually gonna try and go zigzag a little bit. Like an albatross. Ooh. I wonder, it would probably let me use the laser weapons and stuff. Probably would let me use the 16-inch naval gun for everything. Since it's kind of not registered. I don't think it registered. Ah! Dang it! Darn it. Okay. Looks like we might have to go a little bit differently than that. Oh, that flap was really close. I'm gonna dive real close down. And I'm gonna angle out this way. I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer. Oh, they're still shooting flak incredibly close to me. I'll stop losing and I like to cover right around. What? Like my cockpit is still going like. It's still flying like normal. It's still like perfectly upright. Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? Okay. You wanna play like that, pal? Because I am about to just start launching lasers at you. And if the beast could barely last 2 seconds against those things, then you're definitely not going to last 2 seconds. The beast can survive less than 5 against a super laser, which is honestly quite hilarious. Because that thing is like crazy strong. I think it takes like 4 Boom 50s to sink him. I want to say, I think it does. Now you guys probably won't be seeing this for quite a while because I won't be able to upload it until I get home. I think they might be hitting my torpedoes. Wait a minute. Did I just see what are the rest of the torpedoes going out? No, it's just the one. Darn. And it's gonna miss by a lot. Okay, pal. I've had enough of your shenanigans. I've had enough of your shenanigans. Yard. Wait a minute. You know what, that's good. We'll go fine. Oh boy. I have had enough of your shenanigans. I'll kill you. I've been watching Jeff Dunham lately. If you're young, like under the age of 13, without a parent's permission, don't go and look that up, because you probably will get in trouble. If you know who he is, then you'll probably understand why I say that. If you're like my age, like older, like over the age of 13, then go. I'm not gonna endorse you to do that. I mean, he is really funny, but just don't come and try and blame me when you get in trouble, if you get in trouble. And boom! He should be sinking. Oh, I know why it didn't work, because the variant that I have, the one that I completed this with, had a Boom 25 on it. This is also a sneak peek for this one. Actually, no, we'll just put it in 2. This is the Mitsubishi Zero. Again, I don't have the exact real-life specifications for it. That you can probably just look up online. Boom 25 coming right up. One Boom 25 coming right up. Boom on a stick. One boom on a stick coming right up. And now we gotta be careful We have to deliver the payload. Deliver the package. I'm trying to shoot down the flak before it gets to me. I wonder how the game calculates. Like, is it just a random, like, minefield type thing that it does with the flak? Like, does it just appear depending on your position in the mission? Does it just start showing up? Or does it actually do stuff? Oh, crud. We got multiple parts damaged. I know they actually, it is shooting back at me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dang it. We just barely went under it. This plane is also fairly maneuverable. Actually, no, it is extremely maneuverable because it was basically the thing that almost won Japan the war. And I say almost because, of course, as we all know, they didn't. But yeah, if you know, I might actually do next week, because I also have a Dauntless and a Corsair, which is the torpedo bomber version of the Aichi B7A1 Ryze or Ruzi or whatever it is. I honestly don't know. And the Corsair, which is the American version of the Zero. And fun fact, the Corsair was actually specifically designed to counter the Zero. Like, that was the sole purpose of the Corsair, was to counter the Zero. Because how it happened was during the invasion of Alaska, in case you didn't know that, yes, that is a thing, they actually got into Alaska, like on the little tail part. But I don't know what that's called. What? Okay, maybe it was a Boom 50, or maybe they just buffed it, because I remember destroying that thing. Oh well. It was actually specifically made to counter that, because during the invasion of Alaska, Japan, one of the pilots of one of these Zeros did not crash his plane properly, and, like, I'm not meaning, like, kamikaze, like, he was going down, and maybe he was dead or something, but, like, the way he crashed, it actually pretty well preserved his plane. Like, he was found dead inside. And most, like, a bunch of the parts were destroyed, like, the glass and all that was destroyed, the propellers were all bent up and stuff, like, all the normal things you would expect to see on a plane crash without all the crazy amounts of destroyed stuff. However, most of the plane was actually pretty fairly intact, and that's how they were able to reverse engineer the Zero, find its specific weaknesses, and then they designed the Corsair specifically to counter those weaknesses. And that's how the Corsair came along. So I'll probably do a video on the Dauntless and the Corsair in next week's episode. However, right now, we're going to go into dogfight. We're going to test the dogfighting capabilities of this. This will also be a sneak peek at the Corsair. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Can't be above the... Here it is. Loading. Select an airplane. Should we go with the bomber, or should we go with the fighter like I want to? Yeah, we'll go with the fighter. Where is the Corsair? Here it is. So, sneak peek at the Corsair. These things often did shoot down these Aichis and lots of Zeros. So that is the Corsair. I can't really zoom in any closer on it. Yeah. So what we might do in the future also is doing like a versus, like a duel. Let me know what you guys think about this, because you can do computer controlled. Sorry if any frame rate drops. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of these right now, because I don't want to deal with them. They can slow you down. Sorry about frame rate drops. Anyway, what I was saying was, since you can set it to computer controlled, we could do like a versus. That way it's not just solely pilot errors and pilot skill. We can set it so that they're both basically controlled on the same thing. And we can have it so that it's like a true versus. I should. Yes, the view is up. Ooh, did not see that mountain right there. Is it going in the trenches? No. I thought he was going in the trenches for a second. Where is he? Where is he? Oh man. Oh, I'm going in the trenches. Oh, this is one thing. Sorry about frame rate drop. My phone is not like when there's multiple. It's not like registering my controlling and then trying to control another plane itself. That's why the convoy assault is really laggy. Like, it's not so bad anymore, but like, I cannot be on the ground. Oh, we crashed into a mountain! Yeah. See, not all the time. No, I think it might just be specifically this model of airplane, like the way it was built, that might have screwed it up. I honestly don't know why, but like, I find it very difficult to control as well, and you'll probably see that next week. But anyway, guys, that is it for today's Simple Planes episode. Again, sorry about yesterday, and this will probably be on late at night. Actually, no, it might not actually be that late. It'll probably be semi-late. I mean, it depends on what you consider late. Late for me is like 10. That might be early for you guys. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you did. It shows your support. And if you really did enjoy, I know this is probably not the episode that you will enjoy the most because of the audio quality and all that stuff. I don't have my microphone. I am really sorry. Anyway, yeah. So let me know what you guys think about those ideas that I posed out there. I would really like to know, because that's actually something that I might consider doing. And if you really did enjoy it, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because it really shows your support. But I'm not going to beg you to subscribe, because like, that's kind of pointless. And subscribing to something you don't enjoy, you know? You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me today. And I will see you all tomorrow with some war robots. Bye, if I can get this thing to work.